A homeowner called me last week asking for help because his HOA is foreclosing on his house.
Listen to me. If you plan on ever buying a home, do not, I repeat, do not ever get a home with an HOA.
If you hate your HOA, nothing funnier than installing a 7,000 plus capacity bat roost causing thousands of bats to come to your neighborhood.
HOAs are a mess, and they're the only way you can actually get a house. Not get a house, but only thing you're gonna be stuck with when you get a house in America.
Yeah, it just seems like most neighborhoods have HOAs now, and there's nothing that ruins the quality of life living in your neighborhood than HOA.
No, for real.
And there are some things that I did not know that they had the power to do that I'm just now finding out that they have the power to do.
What can they do that? I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll have to see.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's get into it and see how HOAs can ruin your life.
A homeowner called me last week asking for help because his HOA is foreclosing on his house. I asked him, why are they foreclosing? He says, because I decided not to pay my HOA dues anymore. I said, well, why did you do that? His explanation was that the HOA had initially promised to build certain facilities in the community when he purchased his house, but the HOA never delivered. I said, so you stopped making payments? He said, yeah, they breached their end of the bargain. So now he's in foreclosure. Homeowners, be aware that your HOA has the power to foreclose if you repeatedly miss your dues or break the rules. Read those CC&Rs and bylaws. Violations and unpaid dues can lead to this drastic step. Don't ignore those notices. The process varies by state, but it usually starts with notices. You do have options to resolve this type of problem. You can pay up, negotiate, or challenge them in court if you think it's unfair. That's what this homeowner should have done. He should have challenged the HOA in court, and so I advise him to pay all of his dues and back dues so that he doesn't lose his home and all of his hard-earned equity, especially since he had no mortgage and his house is free and clear.
That's insane.
I cannot imagine paying off the full mortgage and then some old nerd down the street like, you didn't pay your grass cut bill, and then my house is gone.
It's actually insane. Not only can they foreclose on your house, but they can control what's on the inside of your house sometimes, and then what's on your property, who stays over, because some people say that, like, they had a HOA person come up and was like, hey, you can't have this person stay here without running it by us first, so we're finding you.
I've seen videos of HOA people trying to bust people's houses, trying to see what they're doing in there. Like, that's ridiculous.
That's insane.
Well, I think we talked about it before, but the reason we have the curtains right here is because of HOA.
Yeah, I did not know HOAs were also in apartments.
We don't
can't have freedom anywhere.
Nope, nothing.
Crazy. HOAs.
This news article was floating around on Facebook yesterday, and I want to talk about it for a second because I think most people don't even realize this is a thing. This is local to me. This happened in my county, and this lady did not pay her HOA dues, and the HOA foreclosed on her property. And basically the story is that she was just chilling in her house one day over the summer, got a knock at the door from a guy that said, hey, I just bought your property at auction during an upset bid, and when are you going to be out? And the real kicker here is this lady had lived in this house for 12 years, owned it free and clear, and the amount due over a 10-year period in HOA dues was $1,491, which is not terribly uncommon here. We have a lot of HOAs that are like $150 a year. So I think it's a little bit odd that she says that she wasn't aware that the property was in foreclosure. I'm not saying it's not possible, but the foreclosure process is pretty long and pretty thorough, and there are multiple instances of notification. But like, for example, this article says that certified mail was sent twice with a signature required, but that the post office wrote in C-19 during the height of the pandemic and accepted that as signature. The sheriff's office here said that they tried to notify her in person twice, but typically, if foreclosure is filed and an auction date is set, there will be a notice taped to the door stating that you have to vacate the property and that auction is to take place on this day at this time. So she did file a lawsuit and they're trying to reverse the sale. But from what I understand based off this article, really their only legal standing is lack of notification and that she wasn't aware foreclosure had been filed. And the HOA and the sheriff's office didn't do their due diligence in actually notifying her that foreclosure or auction was happening. And it's all perfectly legal. And it seems like unless the attorney can prove that she really truly didn't know that foreclosure proceedings had been filed, there's not much anybody can do. And there is a real chance that this lady will lose her house over $1,500.
That's ridiculous.
That's really sad.
And that's honestly that's legit, like, that amount of money's a paycheck when I was working at Kroger's. That's crazy.
Exactly. Like, I don't know what in some areas the fees are like per month, but I just know looking on Zillow in this area, it's like $100+ a month. And I've seen one that was like $1,000+ a month, which is basically rent / mortgage.
I don't know how much my family's paying on theirs. That is a mortgage. I'm not paying you a month. I'm not paying 2 mortgages.
That's actually ridiculous. And then this just goes to show that even when you own the house outright, you never really own it. Like, all this mess of working and trying to afford this house, and then you just lose it like that, and you don't even really own it. The bank owns it.
Yeah. Like, the thing I want to say is, like, I thought the only other issue, if you bought out a house, the only thing you had to worry about was the government taking it for government reasons or something.
Unpaid taxes.
Yeah. Nope. You got to worry about the community taking your house from you, kicking out the community, you know. But that's this is stupid. What tell us what y'all think about that. It's ridiculous.
For real. And it must suck to challenge this in court. Like, it feels like a long drawn out process.
Yeah.
And especially you have to watch out on Zillow and places like that with the houses, because they try to sell these things for cheap. And then you actually have to kick someone out because it's foreclosed on. So it'll say like assumed to be occupied or whatever, and they're selling it for like $3,000 because they're still there.
It's ridiculous. It's because not only are you fighting so you find the HOA, they have the entire community's money.
Yep.
So you're fighting money from the entire community. So you can't fight your entire community.
Exactly. And you might actually have to pay what the person owes also. Because I know that's how it works sometimes with like the tax lien house.
Yeah. Where
they don't pay their taxes, so you buy it, but you have to pay the taxes in order to get the house. So you might actually have to pay like the HOA fines here to get the house.
All I'm saying is, don't go. This is legally a joke. All I'm saying is, if I lose my house to the HOA is losing the houses to me. I'm not taking them though. There are not gonna be any houses in the neighborhood left.
Cease and desist.
Cease and desist.
This video.
Yeah, this legally a joke. Illegally.
Don't get a house with the HOA.
Please don't.
Just don't. It's not worth it. I don't care how nice or cheap the house is. They take away your freedom.
Hey, this is Sharon with the Ballard Law Group, your Georgia bankruptcy attorney. Did you know your Homeowners Association, aka your HOA, can foreclose and take your home? Check out this short Denver 7 news clip where an HOA foreclosed on more than 50 Green Valley Ranch homes.
Dozens of Green Valley Ranch homeowners currently face foreclosures. It's the Homeowners Association coming after them, not their banks.
That's right. And now they're forced to figure out where they go from here. Denver 7's Micah Smith spoke to one of those homeowners who says she is struggling to get by.
After 17 years of living in her Green Valley Ranch home, Monica Villela says her family was kicked out
3 weeks ago. The new owner showed up.
Villela says her family paid their mortgage on time for nearly 2 decades. But her mortgage company wasn't behind the foreclosure. It was her Metro District, or government entity that performs Homeowners Association duties.
They were making a lot of fines for anything, trash, leaving the trash can outside, a lot of fines, $50, $100. So they went up to $8,000.
Villela couldn't pay the fines, but says she had no idea that could lead to foreclosure.
If you fail to pay your HOA dues or any monies owed to your HOA here in Georgia, the HOA has many collection powers, with one being foreclosure. They will advertise the sale of your house for 4 consecutive weeks, just like a mortgage lender would do, with a sale date being held the first Tuesday of each month. So know your rights and don't let anyone, your HOA, taxes, mortgage company, don't let anyone foreclose and take your home. Bankruptcy Chapter 13 will allow you to repay any debt owed and immediately stop any pending foreclosures. So I tell you all the time, bankruptcy is a powerful weapon. So arm yourself accordingly. And I will see you in the next video.
In case you want to contact.
Oh, heck yeah. Bro, is bankruptcy, Chapter 13 bankruptcy is just like the kamikaze of my money's ruined anyway.
It stays on your credit report for like 10 years, but then I also heard stories of people that have filed for bankruptcy and they're actually doing good even with it on their report. So
yeah, I'm just saying that these are a bunch of just random people who own houses in the area. I should not have to do something that crazy to get out of it. You should not be able to take my house that I paid for from me just because you control the community.
exactly, because they left the garbage bin on their property.
Yeah.
Hello?
But now I get why my grandma's always like, no, you gotta cut the grass, because if I didn't, they would have foreclosed on us, I guess.
Yeah, that is actually crazy. Just for it being like an inch higher than it should be or an inch lower. Like, HOAs are supposed to be good because they're like trying to keep the property value up to make sure that your property appreciates. So if you sell it, you will make a profit. But after looking at all of this to see like the price at what all of that comes with, it's just not worth it because you don't have any type of freedom or rights at this point. It's just HOA controlling everything, and no one even knows where the money's going in most of the communities because they're not required to tell you. They just want you to pay.
It's ridiculous.
You're required to pay, but they're not required to tell you where your money is going.
No, because I forgot. Isn't there a lot of fraud in HOAs? Don't people be taking money for nothing?
Yep. Who elects these HOA presidents and members and stuff?
I think it's case by case, but a lot of them are nepotism.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I don't think you can get a new member in there until they vote to get a new member in there. So if you got a bunch of friends from down the street, they're not going to elect anyone new. You're going to be stuck with them.
Watch out for these houses with HOAs. It's not worth it.
Mm-mm.
Maybe you have a HOA and you don't have any problems with them, and that's cool. But in any event that they like switch ownership, it could get bad. And then even if you live in a community without a HOA, they could go into a HOA.
Yep.
But apparently, if you've been there before that, you might be grandfathered in. So then you don't have to be a part of it. But I'll look into it because that might not be true for everywhere.
Also, they try. I remember seeing a video about this. They will try to trick you into signing something. They'll trick you into signing right away. So even if you do get a HOA and there wasn't one before, don't sign it. Jack all. Sign nothing.
Yeah.
Let them look stupid.
Exactly. Outsmart them, everybody.
Exactly.
If you hate your HOA, nothing funnier than installing a 7,000 plus capacity bat roost, causing thousands of bats to come to your neighborhood. This will cause your HOA to complain, but they cannot legally do anything because bats are federally protected animals and cannot be removed. Like, could you imagine somebody actually doing this? Hey Karen, look at my 7,000 plus capacity bat roost. You can't do shit about it. It's a sanctuary. If you hate your HOA,
See, now that's something I would do if the HOA is like pissing me off. Endangered animals now. Have fun.
That's funny as heck. I love bats. Minus the rabies, but this right here. That would be so cool.
I really do enjoy bats too. I think they're adorable. People think, oh, I'm weird for that. They're like rats with wings, and I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What is the purpose of this platform anymore? Because we're just telling people to go get bats for their HOA.
This is what the purpose of this platform is to have fun while learning about the issues of the world.
Yeah. Yes. We should put that in the description of our channel.
Exactly. So if your HOA is causing you issues, bring in the bats. Sarah, get the bats.
I'll get the bats. Crazy, bro.
Bring out the spiders.
No,
no, okay,
just bats.
Sorry, the roaches.
No.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Property value is going down.
I reported a car parked illegally in a handicap spot, and now the HOA president is in turn ordering keys to mine and my boyfriend's condo. He was then trying to convince me that the bylaws actually state that they are entitled to a set of our keys, and it's not. There's nowhere in the bylaws does it say that. And I told him that. I said, we have granted you right of entry every single time that there has needed to be a repair or an installation or anything to do with the limited common elements. We've worked with you. But no, for whatever reason, me reporting a car pissed him off, and he's ordering keys now. And it's like he doesn't even have a leg to stand on. I basically stopped responding because my boyfriend asked me to. He said there's no point in continuing this on. It's a power play that he is struggling with.
I'm gonna tell you this. Once again, as I said, HOA people like to overstep. I seen the video of them trying to bust in people's houses.
Oh my gosh.
Houses, not condos, homes. All I'm saying is, this is not a threat to anybody legally. This is a joke. You're getting hit with the elephant gun. There ain't gonna be none of you left. You get hit with a cannon. I'm gonna have a medieval cannon inside my house.
Dang. No, that's crazy though. I don't understand any of this because they want to like get people in trouble for having their cars parked where they shouldn't be. So like, why are you getting mad at them for reporting the car? Is it your car? Like,
it had to be, or someone he knows, because you know these people, they're like a gang. They're a really gang, usually full of geriatric patients. I didn't say that word right, but who cares? It's ridiculous.
Actually insane. So this person right here is saying download parking mobility. You can report them and they'll get a ticket in the mail. So you don't have to go through the HOA if you're in the situation.
Yeah. Call the non-emergency police line or something,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, just don't even have any interaction with the HOA at this point because that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Anonymous tips always help out people.
Yep.
And they also get you out of a lot of sticky situations if you're seen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how in the world are they entitled to a set of my keys? Hello?
It's not in the bylaws, so he's not. If he was in my house and I'm not getting him in my house, he's getting hit with the clothesline.
Hit with something.
He's getting hit with every single extremity on my body.
Make sure that the house is filled with like
Bats. Sorry. Sorry.
carbon monoxide. So that as soon as they enter, like they're dead.
Dang.
Unalive.
You gotta cut that out.
I barely even said. No one heard that.
You never heard that.
You want to hear the stupidest thing about my HOA? Like the stupidest thing. They bought farmland. It's farmland. This was farmland. And now they're mad at us when the farmland starts growing lettuce. We can't control that. We didn't put the lettuce in there. You bought a farm. Don't fine us because you bought a farm.
Facial expression. That's actually insane.
Yeah. So it's like me getting mad. Like I buy a cave and I'm mad there's stalactites everywhere.
This reminds me of the whole thing where like farmers can't harvest their seeds and then like they get in trouble if the company that they brought seeds from, their DNA is in the other things that grow on the land.
Yeah.
Because like no one can control that.
No. And here's the bad part. They can't really do anything about it. Especially them.
Yeah.
The farmers can do stuff about it. They can dig up the dirt stuff. That's their job. They can't do anything about it. They try to kill those plants. They can kill the entire lawn.
Yeah.
So they're going to dig it up. They're going to keep regrowing. They can't use any chemicals because it will kill the lawn and they're going to be mad like, oh, property value's down. Your grass is ugly now. Like, yeah, it's your fault.
That is actually insane. So they bought the farm, and then they're mad that the lettuce is growing on the farm that they bought, but then somehow it's her fault.
So yeah, they converted a farmland into a neighborhood and didn't clear out the farmland.
Bruh. Can we please get some sense in here?
They legit, all they had to do was dig up like the first couple layers of dirt, and then they probably would have fine. But they didn't because they're stupid. They don't know what they're doing.
Very stupid. Gosh, bro.
Remember the terrible HOA that fined me $90 for cosmetic violations after my house burned down? Well, they increased our fees to build this park. So let's do a tour of this fabulous park they paid for with their extortion money. Starting off, a rope ladder that's broken that goes to nowhere, but if you're crafty enough, you can get up on the roof. So that's nice. We also have right here monkey bars with a 10-foot drop that directly intercept a swing with nowhere to go on the other side. So if you're, say, 7 or 8 and you manage to actually get up there and go, unless you can climb backwards, you're dropping down. So that's awesome. We also have this peephole up there where there are several bolts missing. So that's like great. Then if we move further along here, you see 2 identical climbing walls. One of them is a busted plank, which is very weird considering this is a brand new build. This bridge right here has a crossbar that forces you to crawl, which is good because it's actually a pretty straight drop down here on both sides. So if your kid is young, you need 2 parents, one on each side, because they can just drop right off. There is no safe stairs or steps to get up here. It's just climbing walls, rope ladder to nowhere but the roof, and then a little rickety ladder over there. But don't worry, they put rock hard compacted dirt underneath. So if you fall, your death will be sudden. No suffering for you. If we move forward onto this side right here, we get this fantastic view of the only way to get across the 2 sections is either the bridge you're forced to crawl through or a tunnel with, again, 2 straight drops down. So I'm glad you used your extortion money well. I was very happy to pay my fines after you fined me for cosmetic violations after my house burned down. That was super reasonable and fair, by the way. And yeah, this is what that paid for.
I'm looking at a comment, and I agree with this completely. This looks like you asked AI to build a playground. This is an AI playground.
Did the Tesla bots make this? Like, who built this, bro?
Sir wasn't Boston Dynamics, I tell you that much.
No, that's just crazy. Like, that is a safety hazard, and you expect kids to be in here?
If I was a child and I saw that playground, I'd be so pissed.
Yeah.
Because first things first, can we just make the swings an opposite like item and put it somewhere else?
Yeah, how it should be.
Exactly.
Not kicking other kids like in body parts. Hello?
For real. Like it's stupid. And it's obvious. You also can tell whoever built this playground, the HOA people knew them.
Yeah.
You're trying to give them some money. That's what it feels like to me.
Ain't no way that like this passed an inspection. Because like who inspected this? Who passes?
Probably someone who also knows the HOA.
This is just getting too much.
This is an inside job I've ever seen one.
HOAs are such scams.
They are. And they charged her for a cosmetic issue when her house burnt down. I'm burning down your house.
The house burnt down.
Yep.
There's going to be cosmetic issues everywhere. What are we doing?
Like, oh man, there's smoke in the air. You're going to get charged for that cosmetic issue. Oh, sorry. Let me go get my wallet. Oh, wait. I can't.
I don't care that you don't have another place to stay. The cosmetic issues.
It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Listen to me. If you plan on ever buying a home, do not, I repeat, do not ever get a home with an HOA. I am currently getting sued by my HOA. If you don't know what an HOA is, it's a Homeowners Association. So when you buy a home, like in a community or whatever, they're the people who like take care of things within the neighborhood. If there's amenity, trash sometimes, lawn services and like that type of thing. I first purchased my home like like 5 years ago now. When I first got my home, my HOA started at $200, which was, that's about average. It made sense. My community is very like
average.
It's real basic. Okay. Like there's no gym, there's no security, there's no gate. They do have a pool, but it's like a community pool. It's not one of those like cute, nice pools. It's like very like, I don't even want to swim in it. I have not swam in the pool since I've been there. Like it's rough, okay? Since then, my HOA rate has gone up to $450 per month. Nothing has changed since the $200 per month. It's just gone up. Apparently, they're just allowed to do that with no rhyme or reason. Like, I don't know, inflation, aliens, they can say whatever they want, but the price can just go up and you really have no say. Earlier this year, my HOA decided that they need to waterproof the crawl space under the units. This cost us homeowners an additional $500 per month for 7 months. So the $450 plus $500 plus my mortgage. That's like 2 mortgages. So all of a sudden my HOA is now $950 per month. I have all my stuff on auto pay because I ain't trying to remember where my money gotta go. I'm gonna forget. So when the rate changed, my auto pay just stayed, what I had it set at. So I missed the first couple payments. Then I peeped what was going on and I reached out to my HOA I ain't got $950 per month just for my HOA. I ain't got it. I don't have it. And that's crazy. So what do they decide to do? They decide to hire lawyers to basically force me to give them money I don't have. On top of the $950, which I think over the course of 7 months had totaled up to $3,500 total. So now on top of that, they're now also charging me for their lawyer fees for the lawyers they hired to sue me. Make it make sense. How, where, in what world does that make sense? Now I owe my HOA $10,000 and I'm just like,
oh my God.
Hello? I'm trying to negotiate with these people I don't have that. Can we just settle for the actual amount of the fucking crawl space or whatever? I'll figure out that money and just and they're like, no, you need to pay our lawyer fees too. Okay, well I ain't got I literally don't have it. What you want me to do? I live in Atlanta, so I don't know if it's different in other states, but here, baby, in Atlanta, they got free reign. They could just out of nowhere raise your HOA to $950 per month. That's literally another mortgage. Why would you do that? What is the reason? If any of y'all been through something like this or have some advice, maybe know something that I don't know, hey, help me out, okay? Help me out, because they about to lock me up. I don't know what happens when you get sued and you just don't have the money. I don't know what happens. I don't know if I go to jail. I don't know. If anybody else is going through this, has gone through this, let me know. And for everybody else who has not gone through this, if you can avoid it, don't get a house with an HOA, okay?
Oh, that legit ended it right on the dot. That's crazy.
Oh, nice.
I didn't even do that. Then what they do, I think this is what they do. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this. I'm not a lawyer. I'm pretty sure they basically screw you in your life forever if you don't have enough money to pay.
Yep, they'll garnish your wages, seize your assets. So it's basically like bankruptcy, but
worse.
I don't know if it's worse. I don't know. It might be worse.
Oh my gosh, this mess is ridiculous. Because here's the thing for me, right? So now they want her to pay the lawyer fees of them hiring a lawyer to sue her.
Yep.
Even though they kept changing the price on her so many times that she couldn't even keep up with the price.
Entitled brats. What in the world? They could have just settled for what she had and then they wouldn't have these lawyer fees. But obviously this whole thing is a scheme because they just want to milk her for all the money that she has. Well, doesn't have. So they just here ruining people's lives just for the fun of it.
And what it seems like to me is they have a lot of things they're doing all of a sudden, and they want to pay the lawyer fees. Hey, I feel like they weren't doing nothing. They weren't doing that much off. They ain't got no pool. They got a community pool, all that mess. They're just trying to make you pay more and more money.
Exactly. And then if it's our house, can we consent to what is done to it? Because waterproof what is it?
The units, I think they might be Crawl space. Well, I never heard of
yeah.
you having crawl space.
Yeah. Why does it need to be waterproof?
Is this like a condo?
I don't know. Is it like for flooding or something? I am so confused, but I feel like that it's just all a scheme and they were never planning to do any of that, or like at least do it good.
Yeah.
Because like, can you even prove that any of the work was done? Like, you might have somebody come in your house and stuff, but like, how do you prove that they did whatever they said they were gonna do?
I have no idea. And this is just the thing. Like, you got these old farts, probably. Usually that's what they're usually old because they're there first, so they get the benefits of being there first. Controlling all this stuff, and they have they're like only child, like only kids. You know what I mean? Like, they're only child of the family. They don't have empathy for other people.
Yep.
Not trying to say that's all only kids have no empathy, but I have yet to be proven wrong.
Dang.
I'm gonna say.
But the fact they added fines and interest on top of it and all that, that's crazy. And then they can just raise the fee, HOA fee, like whenever they want. It's kind of like rent. Because like, are there regulations on rent increases? Because I did hear that in some areas they can raise it to like whatever they want.
Yeah, there's certain regulations.
Yeah. So this is just crazy that they can do all of that. Like, it's like a whole other apartment.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I love owning a home to rent it.
It's basically what you're doing.
That's great.
Even if you own it completely, you either got the government or the HOA or both. Both of them can take your houses, and I'm pretty sure there's other ways to have your house taken.
Yep. The worst thing about it is if you want an HOA free home, you gotta be away from everybody.
Yeah.
That sucks. And also, if it is in an area with a lot of people, it's gonna be the nastiest, grossest place you ever been in your life.
Yeah.
Sucks.
It all sucks.
So my husband checks the mail and he gets a letter in the mail and we read it and it's from our Homeowners Association. I know, I don't want to hear it about HOAs, but it's our first official notice of violation. So I'm like, okay, and I read on, and it's about our trash containers, right? And it says that they've been left out from the 28th, which is the Monday that the trash goes out, and it was noted on the 30th that they were still there. So I'm like, that doesn't make sense, because we literally take our trash in the same day, if not the very next day. Certainly, we don't wait 3 days. So they go and send us a picture proving it, and because I am the way I am, I have to disprove their false bullshit. So these are both my neighbors' trash cans, and I drew our property line proving that these trash cans are in front of our neighbor's side, not our side. And of course, I write a note saying this photo even shows both of our neighbors' trash cans in front of their property. If a violation notice is going to be sent out, then the person observing said violation needs to be more diligent. We both have 2 blue bins and we have 2 black bins. Please see our attached photos of our surveillance camera proving our statement. Our 6-year-old brain-injured son just recently passed away. On top of grieving the loss of our son, we have been harassed by in-laws. The last thing we need is also to be harassed by our HOA with false reports. And I am attaching our surveillance footage. So November 28th of 2022, here you will see at 9:38 in the morning, our trash cans, you can't see, are not there. Those are our neighbors. And then here you see at 9:39, my husband bringing out our trash cans. Same day, the 28th, here you will observe at 1:21, you see all of our trash cans. And then here we go at 1:23, boom, my husband brought in our trash cans, same day. So yes, I will be mailing these pictures along with their picture back in my little note that I wrote to their office, letting them know that if they're going to make a violation, they better be right and making it to the right person, because I'm not the one to be fucked with. So yeah, that's that. That's how my Monday is going. I'm going to the post office now to send that off.
Yeah, that's it right here.
So my husband...
How do you keep doing that? I see right here someone says send it certified, so it has to be signed for it.
Ooh.
That is petty. Now I know you definitely got it. You can't say you didn't get it.
Yeah. That's crazy. All of this is crazy. Like the unprofessionalism of the HOA too. Like, how do you not like make sure that you're sending things to the correct house?
See, here's the thing. They knew what house they're sending it to. They're trying to blame the wrong people.
As always, just trying to get more money. I bet they sent it to both just so they can rack up the fines.
Probably. And right here, I'm looking at another comment. An HOA sent a letter about a bike that was out. It was the upstairs neighbor's bike. And the neighbor was the HOA president, aka they're trying to scheme on them.
Bruh.
Trying to scheme on them.
They probably sent to this lady's house and the neighbor.
Yep.
Always trying to scheme. It's actually ridiculous. And having the trash can out for like 3 days on my own property. Please.
I'm gonna say this. It's like it's bad. You need to have security cameras, not for thieves, not for criminals, but for your HOA trying to screw you out of your money.
Yep. It's a good thing to have.
The only organization that's supposed to help you out, you gotta fight them.
Actually crazy.
You're also supposed to have your garage closed, but as y'all can tell, that's not gonna happen. So we'll see where it goes from here. Because literally it's so ridiculous. Like, everybody here, like, they just act like toddlers. Like, we just moved back.
Oh,
you're also
Smiley. Wait, it's in his own garage.
No, I gotta see it again. What the heck?
It's in his own garage. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's a smiley face.
Oh, that's $420. That's $420.
Yep. I gotta love the HOAs. Oh my gosh, what the heck?
Are you kidding me?
That's actually crazy.
Bro. Okay, you can't park outside. All right, I'm parking my garage. Oh, your garage open. Parking ticket. No.
It is my property.
I follow your stupid arbitrary rules.
If they want to control everything so bad, pay my mortgage because they have the money to do that with all the money that they're scamming everybody out of.
I'm driving that Ram truck right into the office. I'm not all I gotta say. Legally a joke, but you know.
They deserve to go down.
See, like, here's the thing. Like, they have no. It's kind of like politicians making rules of stuff they don't know about, bro. Like, okay, yeah, you made this rule, but my thing's too big for it. Oh,
exactly.
Nothing. Like, shut up, then.
They're actually insane. Can we like make HOAs illegal, or like can we just do a whole reform? Like, they can make sure the property value gets up and all of that, but they can't like have all of this power because it's actually ridiculous. Like, I don't understand how most of these things bring down the property value.
See, like, now here's the thing. How would you reform it? I feel like if you are HOA and you do break the rules in the HOA, maybe selling your house, you have to pay them extra money or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't know.
I just don't understand. The fees shouldn't be that much.
No.
And then, like, still, I don't understand how they have all of this power. Why do they need all of this power? And, like, I don't think that people are not gonna buy a property just because people have left their trash bins out for like a day longer than they should have, or they have a certain color curtains or whatever height of grass that's like 1 inch higher than what it should be. Like,
so now I'm gonna get to my Hotep phase. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, HOAs were made to keep black people out of neighborhoods after segregation ended for housing. And so when I hear them saying protecting the property value, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You're just trying to make it harder for people that you don't like, or keep things. Well, that's what it is. Basically, with the HOA groups,
Yeah.
and elects, they change the rules on things they like.
That's all any of this is. They don't like you, and they want to just make rules that benefit them.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, even if it's not racism anymore, bro, it's always just what they're what's it called? What's the word? What they like. I keep forgetting words.
Prefer?
Yeah, what they prefer. Thank you. That's what I forgot. Sorry. Kind of stinky. There. Anyway.
I just feel like, yeah, they can have. I understand if keeping the property value up, the grass needs to be cut and all this and that, but like going after people that is just 1 inch higher than what they want, but then like you can't even tell and it doesn't look outrageously insane and unkept, like,
yeah, totally.
There's no reason.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna be getting on my hands and knees measuring the grass. I'm gonna cut it so it looks like it's low, and I'm gonna go back inside.
Yeah, it's actually crazy.
And that's all I can do.
Yeah, exactly. HOAs.
HOAs, home of A words.
Yes.
Yes, you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I do. Well, tell us in the comments if you have like any crazy HOA stories, or if you actually have a good HOA.
For real, and if you don't have an HOA, tell us if you've been to both, tell us what the difference is for real.
Yeah, and do you prefer a house with the HOA or one without a HOA?
Anyway, also, if you are in an HOA, tell us what the benefits are. I still don't hear enough benefits. Property value, I don't care.
That's the only one that I hear of. So if there's more, I would like to know.
Yeah, I need more than this property value.
It sounds good and all because you get, and they make sure that the property appreciates and you get the profit if you ever sell, but it comes with a hefty price a lot of the time.
Yeah, your freedom.
Yeah.
Also, the $2,000 they expect you to pay.
Yeah. Not going into debt for a HOA.
No, me neither. Well, anyway, if you enjoyed the video, comment, like, and subscribe. Once again,
and share with your friends.
I keep forgetting about that too. Once again, if you live in HOA, tell us what your experience has been. Tell us if you have any nightmare HOA experience.
Mm-hmm.
And get us to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And get us to like 1,000 views.
Yeah. Get this video to 1,000 views.
I need just one. I'm really close and it's not getting views.
Aw.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.